There you go. Two other people are involved. It's a female. Um,
All right, guys. So I want to talk about Kada Scott because I don't want to really give up my location, but I'm about like 20 minutes away from where she's missing. And I really want to share with you guys my perspective on it based off of that stitch that you guys saw and what I've thought kind of all along. But like I say, it's just my opinion. You guys have to continue to follow the police and get updates, but this is my thing, right? So I'm a mom of 3 girls and I'm former military. Where we are right now, kind of like in this area, especially where she's missing, it's really not a bad neighborhood in Philly. It's not a bad part of Philly, just in case you guys are thinking like it's the hood. It's not. It's a really like quiet neighborhood where a lot of things really don't happen. But this is the thing, right? The neighborhood is changing. Schools have shut down. A lot of people from not the best places, and even just the demeanor of people has found its way up here, right? And so this is my thing, right? My hypothesis, especially when they say people, right? They say he's part of a group. They say that there's other people involved, females. If you listen to that last stitch, they say jealousy. This is what I suspected, right? This is why I do not go out to the club in Philly. No disrespect to Philly. I went out to the club one time and like girls were literally trying to have me step on their feet so they could just like pop the fuck off because that's what they wanted to do. I'm from New York. I have zero time for that shit. You're not going to get me slipping at all. None of that shit is worth anything. We don't have pew-pews in New York. We do everything by our hands, right? This is the thing. In Philly, there's a lot of fucking jealousy. A lot of jealousy. And a lot of that jealousy is centered around relationships. That's what I noticed about Philly. Now, I'm not trying to be funny, and this wasn't even supposed to be that long. And I hope you guys have followed along with me this long. But this is the thing. In New York, because of the prison system, there is not a lot of men out there. And I'm not trying to be funny, but I can tell you right now, when I grew up, it was not a lot of guys. So out here in Philly, I've noticed that it's a lot more guys out here in Philly. And also in New York, there's a lot more jobs and there's a lot more people working, especially the men. And so out here in Philly, they're not that fortunate, believe it or not. It's a lot of things going on, right? And there's a lot of men on the street with the demeanor and the mentality of, that lifestyle, right? And that comes with the females, the drama, all of the culture things, hip hop, rap, all of that plays a part. There is so much jealousy and envy, especially from, unfortunately, things like what we use every day, social media, that it becomes real life for people. So, like, I'm homeschooling my 3 girls because I already know the type of mentality that unfortunately goes around. Jealousy is becoming more and more real the more people showcase what they have and the more others see what they don't have. This young lady, just like my daughter, if you look at my page, does pageants. That's not a cheap sport. That speaks about what her family invested into her. And that comes with a lot of jealousy. I have my daughter in tennis, swimming, pageants, golf. And so when you do things like that, you have to be aware of where you put your kids and the surrounding that you put them in. This is the reason why you won't find celebrity kids in average schools. Not trying to say that, we deserve to be separated, but everything comes with its challenges. So I'm really hoping that they find Kada Scott, but deep down inside, if you look at the stats in Philly, because they don't get into a lot of why the homicide rate is so high and technically like what the homicides are about, okay? Like, it goes down out here in Philly. People are unalived every day for small infractions. This is why I do not go out. When you involve the dynamics of possibly a relationship, a friendship, money, I don't know. But when you think about what's going on, that it was a group of people, and you listen to that stitch with other females involved, we need to start thinking differently. Because that could mean that there's a different outcome. Because jealousy and rage, especially in that moment, guys, think about it. if she was at her job and she just walked outside and just abruptly disappeared, if you guys know what it means to pull up on somebody, especially when you have drama with them, we don't know what's going on. Think about it. Text message, could have been meet me outside, could have walked outside, and it could have been an ambush. I'm former military, guys. My opinion is this sounds like an ambush. And so if everything lines up with the fact that she was at work and she stepped outside, I'm thinking that this could have been an ambush. And I'm really hoping for Kada Scott, because I get goosebumps, guys. I'm former military. You know, that type of disappearance, I want y'all to think about it. And I would really want y'all to pray for her and her family. Thank you.